Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be playing with some new products. I have the new Fenty Beauty Blurring Skin Tint. I have this in the shade 10, and then I also have the new Forever Skin Veil Primer from Dior. Looks like this. And then I also have the new By Terry Beach Balm Brightening CC palette. So we're gonna see how this performs on my skin tone. I don't have last year's palette, but I heard nothing but great things about it, and I did want it, but I passed on it. So when I saw that they came out with like a richer, more deeper version of it, I wanted to go ahead and pick it up and see how it works out. So I'm probably just gonna do like a really like monochromatic look, just try and keep the eye simple. I'm feeling like oranges and corals, things of that nature. So if that is something that you are interested, then just keep on watching. Okay, so let's get started. So I don't have anything on my face right now except for sunscreen, which I've had on for a little while now. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face with the new Dior Forever Skin Veil Primer. This does have SPF 20, I believe. Yes, SPF 20. It is extreme wear and moisturizing primer, correction, protection, illumination with sunscreen. So I have not tried this yet. I think I just tried it on my pores the other day just to see if there was any blurring to it, but I didn't really notice much. But I have heard good things about it, and it was, I don't know if it's still sold out on Sephora's site, but I know it was for a while. Then it came back in stock on the Dior site, so that's where I picked mine up from. Hopefully I can get this video up before the Sephora sale and let you know my thoughts on this primer and if it's worth picking up. So if you hear like sounds in the background, it's my son. He's playing some games and watching TV. So I'm gonna go ahead and squirt out a little bit on my fingers. So this is what it looks like. It has like a little beigey tint to it. It's really lightweight. It doesn't feel like sunscreen, which is what I thought it was gonna feel like. It does have a fragrance to it. I can smell the fragrance. And then I apologize, I'm using natural lighting and it's really like overcast. The sun's been like in and out all day. There was like thunder earlier, and then it drizzled, and then it's been like 80 degrees, so the weather's like literally all over the place today. So I'm gonna put just a little bit more and put some on my chin. So let's see. So the tint definitely does dissipate. I don't really notice anything. I mean, maybe it helps to correct the skin a little bit, like a little bit of the redness that I have. It dries down for sure. It's not at all like a dewy or like illuminating primer. It almost feels like it dries down to like a soft matte finish. So I think if you have dry skin, I don't know if you'll like this. If you have combo to oily skin, I think it would be better suited for that skin type. Okay, so we're just gonna leave it at that, and then let's go in with the Fenty Beauty Blurring Skin Tint. So I have it in the shade 10. It says shake well. It has 1.08 fluid ounces. I did swatch this on the back of my hand the other day. It has a dropper on it, and the shade seems like it would work for me, so we'll see. So here is what the consistency is. Not too runny and not too thick. So I'm just gonna kind of dot this all over my face and see. So it's definitely lightweight. The shade is a little too warm for me, but it'll be okay. So it's blending out, it's blending out pretty well with my finger. This definitely has like a more of a matte finish to it. And then let me use a brush for the other side. So this is a Smith 115. I'm gonna blend it out with the brush on this side. So this is definitely a skin tint because you can see all my blemishes peeking through still, which I don't mind. And I mean, I already knew it was gonna be a skin tint. But it doesn't look bad. It looks pretty natural on the skin. There's definitely not a lot of radiance coming from this. I mean, of course, you can use a more, you know, hydrating primer, mix it in with an illuminator. That's what I might do. But looking at it, I think the finish is definitely like a natural matte finish. And I think it's definitely more suited for normal to oily. If you're dry, I don't think you're gonna like this. Okay, so that is what one coat looks like. I'm not going to try and build it up just because it's a skin tint and I don't think it's going to build up really well. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. Let me grab some concealer and then we will start on the eyes. Okay, so we are back and I went ahead and just filled in my brows and I primed my eyes with the Thrive Cosmetics eye primer. I really like this. It is almost finished and I really like the applicator. It has like a little doe foot applicator. It's has a little bit of a tint to it, but it dries down clear and it really helps prolong the wear of my eyeshadow and it doesn't cause any creasing. So I would definitely recommend this if you are in the market for a new primer. This was sent to me, by the way. So let's go in with, should I do my eyes first or concealer? I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes first. So I'm going to use a couple things. I recently was going through my collection and was just trying to declutter some things, and I saw my Nude Sticks magnetic matte eye color. This is in La Isla. It is just a shadow crayon. And look at how pretty this shade is. So I definitely want to use this like probably as my base. And then I'm going to go in with the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. And probably just like use these shades or something like that because they're just so pretty. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to use the Nude Sticks pencil kind of just like as a base. And put it all over my eye. And see how that works out and blend it out with my finger. So look how pigmented that is. And these do last fairly well on my oily eyelids, but of course I always use a primer like no matter what. So I'm just gonna do that. And it's funny how like it was so warm today and now like it's so cloudy and gloomy. All right, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. And now let's see, so let's go ahead and go in with the shade Morgan. It's like a peachy, light peachy shade. Just gonna throw this in the crease. And I am using a Sephora Tapered blending brush. This came in a set of like 4 brushes, I believe. I love blending brushes, so I got this set when it was on sale. I think when they had like their, I can't even remember when they had a sale going on. It was probably during the holidays. A few of their sets were on sale, so I grabbed this one. You can never have enough blending brushes, in my opinion. So this color combo is like really pretty already. If you're just like running out the door. So gonna do that. Now I'm gonna get a little bit of this shade Carnelian right here, this bright yellow, like mustardy yellow, and just lightly blend it into the crease. If you guys can hear, they're cutting the grass like across the street, of course. I hadn't used this palette in so long, and the shades are so pretty in here. Okay, now I'm just gonna, let's see, should I use a shimmer? I wanted to keep it all matte, but you know what? I really want to use this shade right here called Jasper. It's this deep, like, terracotta shade. It's so pretty and so pigmented. So I'm going to throw this all over the lid. It was this shade that kind of inspired me to bring out this palette and use it today. It's so pretty. And this is a Luxie brush. Yeah, Luxie 209, a large shader. I got this like in a Ipsy bag, maybe like years ago. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and just blend that out a little bit. So that Nude Sticks pencil actually worked really well as a base. All right, since we're here, I might as well use some shimmer. They're all so pretty, like I can't decide which one to use. Let's see, let's go in with the shade Azalea, which is this shade right here. Like, look how pretty that is. It focuses. So I'm gonna just put that. Oh, that is so pretty. Can you see? Just tapping that on. So pretty. So this is like a dual chrome shade because straight on, like it's like almost looks cranberry, and then it turns to like a bronze shade. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Just blend it out. All right. Okay, so let me go ahead and throw on some mascara. I was gonna do a wing liner, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. So let me throw on some mascara, and then we will be right back. Okay, so let's continue on. So for concealer, I'm going to use the new Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape Concealer. I have it in the shade Light Medium Sand, number 227S. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this where I have the most darkness, which is right in here. And you only need a little bit of this concealer, just like the original Shape Tape. It is full coverage, but I definitely prefer this one so much better because it is not drying and it lasts for a really long time. You don't have to set it if you don't want to. This one is a little more on the brightening side for me. In Shape Tape, I used, I think, medium sand, and it was a little too dark. So this one, definitely on the lighter side, but I prefer it. So now we look more awake. Maybe I'll pick up another shade like more closer to my skin tone so I can conceal blemishes with it. All right, so I'm going to use a little bit more of this Nude Sticks matte crayon in La Isla, like right on my lower lash line, because I had been dying to do that. And these set pretty fast, so if you're going to blend it out, you need to do it like right away. If I can just find the right brush for it. I don't know. This one has some color on it already. Here we go. All right, now we'll do the other side. All right. I'm totally loving this combination with the Sunset palette and this pencil. All right, so let's see. Put that away, and then I'm just gonna put some mascara on my lower lash line. This is the Pat McGrath Dark Star mascara. I love this for my lower lash line. Well, I really like this mascara, but I can't use it on my lashes, because my upper lashes, because I only use waterproof, because they are so stick straight that nothing holds a curl unless it is a waterproof mascara. And I actually used it's a Revlon mascara, Big Bad Lash or something like that, for my upper lashes, and I really like that mascara. It separates really well. It builds up really well without getting clumpy. I do have to like build it up for the desired volume that I like, but I have really been enjoying it. And for being waterproof, it removes really easily, and it doesn't make your lashes like all hard and crunchy. They still feel like fluffy and soft. Okay, so I think we're gonna stop there with the eyes. All right, so let's get into cheeks. So let's use the by Terry Beach Balm Brightening CC palette. It has a bronzer, a highlighter, and then 2 blushes. These are all like satin shimmer finishes. They're not matte. I do have swatches on my Instagram. It's the same Cat House Beauty. You can check out my stories. I'm gonna have a highlight there for the by Terry palette in case you are interested, but let me just go ahead and swatch them on my finger. They are very creamy. So here is what they look like. So here's the highlighter, the bronzer, and then the 2 blushes. You can see they are definitely like satin formula. Don't know if you'll be able to see it on my arm though. The highlighter is fairly like more on the subtle side, but on the skin it'll probably show up a little better. And again, this lighting is not helping. I do have like actual like studio lights, but we're in the process of selling our house, so I put the lights away and haven't felt like putting them back up again. Okay, so let's go in with a brush. Which one should I use? This is a Chikuhodo brush. This is the FO3. It's a natural haired brush. It's really soft, so I don't want something really dense that's going to pick up a lot of product, because these seem like they're going to be pretty pigmented. So let's see. Oh yeah, that definitely shows up right away. I think I already have some like product on this because it's pulling kind of warm. I mean, it is a warm bronzer, but it looks like it has a little bit of like a not orangey undertone. You can see this side definitely has more. I think I had like blush on this before or something. But it is very pretty. I do like the shade. It's not too warm. You can definitely see there is some radiance to it. Okay, so let's go in now with the blush. Let's see, I am going to use, I'm going to use my Wayne Goss Artiste brush. This is the large one. This is also natural hair, again, because I want something that is gonna apply the powders a little bit softer, because it does pick up a good amount of product. Oh yeah, that shade is really pretty. Oh, sorry, I'm using this coral shade. Gonna keep the whole monochromatic look going. That is really pretty, actually. This combination. I don't know if you can see the finish. Definitely loving this shade. So, I don't know if you can see, that's what the finish looks like. I'm gonna put a little on the apples of my cheeks. Very pretty. So I am happy to say that this definitely does show up on my skin tone. Let's try the highlighter now, because I'm definitely curious to see how this works on my skin tone. So this is the Wayne Goss Artiste brush. This is the small, no, this is the medium sized one, and I like using this for highlighter. You can see how much product it picks up. So I'm going to just tap a little bit off and then start applying. So yeah, this is definitely more on the subtle side, but it does provide such a pretty like radiance to the skin if you don't want something too intense, like too metallic. Like if you have more mature skin as well, and you just want something more glowy. I'm just gonna kind of like dust this all over. Bridge of my nose. So I'm just kind of building it up a little bit more on my cheekbones. But it is really pretty. Definitely liking this palette. So I'm gonna have to try this shade another time, but I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna have any issues with it. As we can see that this shade already showed up really well. The bronzer was nice, and then the highlighter is definitely more on the subtle side. But of course you can probably build it up or even put this like on top of a liquid or cream highlighter for an extra pop. So let me I guess just grab some lipstick and then we will be done. Alrighty guys, so I went ahead and just threw on a lip. So this is the Overexposed Lip Crayon. This is from ColourPop. This is one of their just like tinted lip crayons. This was gifted to me. I don't remember what collection this is from, but it has like a fruity scent to it. These are definitely just something so easy to throw on, keep in your purse. You don't like need a mirror to apply it or anything like that. And they're really moisturizing. Okay, so that completes this look. So I am happy with how everything turned out. Here is what the eyes look like. So simple, but like so fun, not too bright and crazy, I think, in my opinion. And then the By Terry cheek palette worked really well. I'm really liking this glow. And then the Fenty blurring tint. So far it's looking pretty good on my skin. It doesn't look like it's clinging to any dry patches, which I kind of was afraid what was gonna happen because it is more on the matter side. But so far it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna try and do a wear test for as long as I can today, and then I will update you guys in the description box below and see how it wore. I'll also be like doing a check-in on Instagram as well and let you guys know. So yeah, I'd say we had some good hits today. So we'll see how the skin tint performs. That was definitely like the main thing I wanted to try out today. Of course, the By Terry palette, I didn't think I would have issues with it because the shades in here are really vibrant, but they performed really well. Definitely show up on my medium skin tone. So if you are curious about this palette, I would say go for it. If you are along my skin tone, even if you're fair, I think you can use this just with a light hand because I did have to build up the blush a little bit. The bronzer went on pretty easily. And then this highlighter shade isn't too like gold or too icy. So I think it would work on like a variety of skin tones. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for just this quick little trying on new makeup. And if you have any questions, if you've tried any of these products before, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But that does it for me. Thank you again for hanging out, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye guys.